Hello, I'm Mark,
I'm Casey.
And I'm Patrick.
and that is Moto.
You're Monica. That's right.
But, today we're going to talk a little bit about India and Tesla and the ongoing drama. But first, we're going to roll that title.
The Tesla Life Express.
Hey everyone, thanks very much for joining us today. We wanted to talk a little bit about this article that we'll have linked below if you'd like to read it. This is the ongoing discussion of Tesla India and what is going on with the world's now most populous nation and their quest to lure Tesla into their domain and maybe sell some cars. Apparently, the Indian Prime Minister visited with Elon recently on a visit to Washington and was obviously trying to shore the deal up for Tesla to maybe start selling some vehicles in their particular country. And what has happened is that in the latest move, Tesla has agreed that they will open 2 storefront spaces, one in New Delhi, one in Mumbai, and they have actually even put out job offerings to get some people in those areas interested in applying for that. You will remember in the past that Tesla has had discussions with India. In fact, they've even got into a situation where they had deployed some superchargers and a small fleet of Teslas to test the roads, test the power infrastructure that would power those superchargers, and just see how the vehicles would be accepted in that environment. And I think the main cause for Tesla not moving forward until this point or this latest chapter is that India has a tariff on all vehicles that are produced outside of India, which equates to basically 100%.
So you're 100% tariff. That's hefty.
You're doubling the price of the vehicle in order to buy something that's not produced in India. And of course, Tesla had asked India to drop the tariff on electric vehicles because that's what they're after. They want EVs. They want to lower their pollution. India said, well, if you can sell so many cars, we'll let you have a bit of that tariff taken away, but they were unwilling to completely drop it. And Tesla, thinking about what market may await them there, decided we're going to sit out on the sidelines and wait a little bit longer. And that leads us to today's chapter, or this week's chapter, where the Prime Minister visited, and Tesla has put out this statement that there will be a Tesla India 2 stores opening up in their large metropolitan area of New Delhi and Mumbai. What will be interesting... I'm sorry, Patrick, go ahead.
This part of this that I saw is they're going to be in malls. Near me, Washington Square, there's a mall with the store. And that makes, if you want to do something quickly, you just lease the space, and there's some obviously remodeling, but it's not like you have to build an entire building like you would if you were building a service area and other things. So, and I'm also really curious, did Tesla get any concessions on the tariff?
That was my question. Was like with the current administration, the head has been saying that he would do reciprocal tariffs and VATs and whatever else to make sure that if you charge us 100%, we'll charge you 100%. And did that go for the cars to the rice and the toys and the whatever else we get from over there, or did something else happen? And to the point about the malls, not only is it easier to start them up, but with the malls, you get a lot more visibility in a place that you were previously not at. So now they can see you. Like, what's a Tesla? And then they start showing up on the streets around there.
Right. Well, according to the article, India has agreed to put together I guess it's a commission of sorts that is going to re-examine the tariffs that are currently assigned to foreign automakers that don't build within the country. But there's no real requirement for them to make any change. All they're saying is that we're going to look at what we're doing and assess if we're making the right decision here. And in Tesla's side of things, all they have to do is basically make a couple of lease payments on a mall location, but they could pull out at any point as well. Pay the penalty of the lease or whatever it might be, and move on. So I think this is a little bit more gamemanship it's the continual, back and forth that Tesla have been doing now for a couple of years. And it looks like this is just the latest chapter, but more of the same at this point.
Do they have Spirit Halloween stores in India? If Tesla leaves, they could just sublet it.
Exactly. So that may be the case. Maybe Spirit is reaching out, because now they're doing Christmas stores as well, Patrick. I don't know if you knew that. So they're doing Halloween and Christmas stores, expanding that lease another month or two. But
right. If you're already there for October,
that's right. That's right. So this is going to be interesting to see, because of course India is a huge market. They're the most populous nation on earth. They may not have the number of buyers of electric vehicles, but certainly there is a percentage out there that would buy this car.
Absolutely.
There are many people that have interest and would like to get into an electric vehicle. And of course, those city centers are probably the right things to target, with urban dwellers are probably higher up on the list of people that would possibly purchase an electric vehicle from Tesla. So not a surprise that those cities have been picked. But as mentioned, this has been a back and forth thing now for a number of years. I'm not sure if this is going to be the last one, because of course there have been meetings between Elon and the Prime Minister of India a few times. There's been a few of these meetings. So obviously both of them are trying to strike a deal that makes sense for their country and of course for Tesla, the company. And not sure if they're quite there yet, or if this is just the next level of discussions and negotiations.
Yeah, because nobody wants to buy an $80,000 base Model 3.
Right. Yeah, it's nice to see that at least there's some progress. This gives me hope that by the time we get to a more affordable, when Redwood comes out, or Model Next, that India might be a big market for that. And so hopefully by then this back and forth dance is resolved and there's a reasonable tariff or no tariff. That would be nice.
I'm curious what it would do for them to get the Giga Berlin doesn't make Model 3s, but the base Model 3 version of the Juniper, perhaps. I wonder what that would do to the price.
Yeah.
Shanghai. That's just a cultural no-no.
It may be. I'm not quite sure of the geopolitical thing between China and India. If there's certainly it's not like China and Taiwan, that's for sure. But there could be some questions. Again, I think jobs is the main concern here for India. I think they want the cars manufactured in their country to pull in the tax revenue, give more jobs to Indians to allow them to get a bump from manufacturing. Would be my guess, but it will be interesting to see if this latest forte, if the meeting goes well and maybe some tariffs are dropped for a period of time. I've got to believe that it may draw Tesla into, doing a test, shipping a number of vehicles, getting that tariff lowered substantially would help them sell some of those cars. And as Patrick mentioned, we do have a refresh vehicle that's going to be cheaper coming. Apparently, like 3.5 months from now.
Yeah.
Is we're expecting some sort of a debut of this vehicle or vehicles. So we'll have to see if that would make sense. Certainly, to in a market like India could take advantage of that, having a lower price offering compared to what they have today.
Yeah. I could take advantage of that. Not just India. There's a lot of people that if you can get a car down to $25,000, that's opens a whole big market.
Yeah,
it does.
Definitely.
So what is that like? Is that the I don't know, when was I in school? Let's call it 20 years ago. Is that like the same as a $17,000 car 20 years ago?
Oh, inflation adjusted.
I'm not saying inflation, but like lifestyle and purchasing power. But inflation is a good way to do it. Yeah.
I'm not sure what the inflation value would be, but I'm sure it's close to that. I'm sure it's in the ballpark. You've got a vehicle now that if you what's the figure? If you drop a vehicle by $5,000, you open up in magnitude the number of customers that could purchase that vehicle, because currently it's out of reach. But if you drop by 5,000, you entice a whole bunch of other consumers that are in between that range that now believe they can afford that vehicle. And if you go down $10,000, it's another magnitude jump of customers that are now eligible to purchase that vehicle.
And that's in two cohorts. You get the cash buyers, and then those that need to finance it, but where they were already, it was not in the options. It makes it more available to them. And I guess another half of the people who could already afford it, but now it makes sense in their budget to get those loans.
Yeah.
Very
There's
cool.
a lot of people. There's a lot of people that are sitting on the sidelines because they can't afford a base Model 3. But if you lower that price by $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, all of a sudden there's a whole group of people that becomes enticing at that price point.
Don't forget used ones.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if this means they'll start Model 3 production in Berlin. But like you said, that would it be faster to do that, or would it be sensible to start an India production?
Well, I believe India is trying to entice Tesla to build a manufacturing plant in the country, and if they can see that Tesla can sell, a reasonable amount of cars, they're hoping that would spur Tesla to say, you know what, I think we could build a gigafactory here and sustain it based on demand. But Tesla is really unsure as to whether or not that could happen.
I don't know about a gigafactory. What if they did another England? But instead of putting together kit cars, maybe they do the unbox procedure there. So everything else that still needs the current factory, have that come together in a crate, and then you put the doors and the motors and the battery back in India, just like they used to do.
I gotta believe that's inefficient on Tesla's side, just for the fact that you're building another plant basically to, put the decals on. Okay, a little bit more than that, yes, but it's certainly something that if you believe the market's there, then why wouldn't you build a plant? And I guess this could be part of that test to see if the market really does exist.
Right. If it costs 20-30% more, but you avoid 100% tariff, then it's worth it.
Yeah.
But like you said, it's if you can just build it there, that's obviously going to be the best. But you don't do that unless there's a market. So you have to do these kind of tests to find out.
Exactly. So this is the latest chapter. It's not the end. We'll have to keep our eye on it over time. But with that, I think we'll draw this particular episode to a close. If you haven't already, please give us a thumbs up, press that subscribe, help us out. Really appreciate it. Send us a comment. What do you think? Do you think this will be successful for Tesla? Do you think the market exists in India for Tesla or not? Put it in the comments. Let us know what you think and why you think. But With that, Patrick, any shout outs?
Yes, as always, I'm with the Oregon Electric Vehicle Association. You can find us at oeva.org. Or today, if you're watching this when it premieres, you can find us at the Oregon Convention Center on Electric Avenue at the International Auto Show that's going on right now, tomorrow, and Sunday. And you can even test drive, talk to owners, find out their real experience. It should be fun. Check it out. Thanks.
Is there something about a discount code?
That's right. Yes, if you do want to go to the show, you can find a discount code on our X feed. Look for the Oregon Electric Vehicle Association on X, formerly Twitter, and you can find that code.
Very good. Very good. Casey, what do you got for shoutouts?
So we've got on this is the Tesla Life Express Edition 1. We've got on Sunday, you've got Let's Chat with Casey and Friends over at youtube.com/Casey Green. That's right there, or over on x.com at GCustom. And we will be glad to chat with you there. Who knows who might stop by? We had several people show up last week. We had Brian from Futuraza, and we had Marcus from High Voltage Racing with EV Smoke, and it was a blast.
Cool.
And that's at 1:10 Eastern on Sundays. And then on Monday, come back here for the Tesla Life Express Edition 2, and that will be at 7 p.m. And then on Wednesday, catch us for the Tesla Life live show.
Very good. Thank you very much. With that, I think we'll call it a day. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll get together next time and find out what's happening in the Tesla life. Fireworks again.